Hello. So today we're going to go ahead and work on Onshape Advanced Sketching. Okay. So when you open that up, it should look like this. Should be these two problems right here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of run through this one without these dimensions. So I'll make up my own dimensions just so you can kind of see the process of how to make it. It's really not too bad. Okay. So whenever I start making parts, the first thing I usually like to do is start at the bottom, kind of work up in this case, or the back to the front, but basically kind of build the thing as I go. Okay. There are multiple ways of doing it. There's a couple ways to do these holes. I'll show you one using a hole tool, but you could simply draw two circles as well and extrude and cut them like we did before. But we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the big circle. Okay, so I'm going to make that 5 inches. So I'm going to go to here. The first thing I need to do is make a part studio, and I'm going to rename that, and I'm going to call it Advanced Sketching. Okay, Advanced Sketching 1. Actually, this one's 2. All right. So I'm going to put a sketch down here, and I'm going to start drawing. And I'm going to draw a 5-inch circle. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and place the points. Actually, no, I think I'm going to go ahead and extrude that 0.7. All right. So I went and extruded that 0.7. I'll put a sketch on top of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw this circle, which will tell me the center points of these other 4. Okay. I'm going to make that 4. It tells me the diameter right here. I'm going to make that 4. Okay. I'm going to make it a center line as well. So, or a construction line, which you can do right here, or you can type Q on the keyboard. Okay, now I'll make that 4. All right. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to place points. I'm going to place 1 point and do a circular pattern. Okay, so I'm going to just take a point and I'm going to put it right here at the top. And then I'm going to do a circular pattern of that point 4 times. Okay, so it puts 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. All right. And now at this point, we're going to go ahead and draw this circle and the cutout and everything. Okay. So it tells us right here, this has a radius of 0.686. I'll make mine 0.7. And then this other one is 2. So I'll make it 2 1/4. So I'm going to do 2 1/4. And then I'm going to do 0.7 times 2 because it told me the radius. All right, to draw that. Okay. And now I'm going to draw this cutout portion. Okay. It tells me right here that is 1.12 wide. I'm going to make mine 1.2. Okay. And then it says this is a radius of 0.24. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to do 0.25 times 2. Okay. And then This is 1 point, I'm gonna do mine 1.2. All right, so I'm gonna put a construction line right here. And I am just gonna draw a line here, up. It doesn't tell us how tall it is. It kind of does. So 1.25. So I'll just do that. And I'll go from here to here and make this 1.25. Okay, so I drew that at 1.25 from the center. So you can see I got that from here. Okay. I'm going to mirror this over. So now it is fully symmetrical. Okay. And it's 1.2. So I'm just going to dimension between these. And I'll make it 1.2. All right. Now, if the circle moved, which you can see my circle moved, I'm just going to go ahead and fix that circle. Actually, I'm not. Let's do concentric. There we go. Now I'll do 1.2. Okay, so they both move 1.2. They're up that high. So basically, this just comes straight down and connects. Okay, so this comes. Yep, that comes straight down. You could probably just draw a line straight across here. You could have mirrored that over if you wanted to. And then you just trim all this out. Okay, I don't need this either. That gets trimmed out. That gets trimmed out. Okay, you could also probably trim that out as well. All right, I think so. Let me, yes. Okay, no, you don't. You want to keep those lines there because we want to extrude that. Okay, tells us there's radiuses here of 0.12. So I will just do a fillet. I'll do 0.12 just to keep it the same. So those do 0.12. Okay. All right, looks good. I can probably trim this. All right, there we are. So now that gets cut out. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose that and I'm gonna remove it. Okay. I'm gonna make my sketch visible because it disappeared. And then I'm going to extrude that up. All right, that says 2 inches from there. I'll just make mine 2 inches as well. Okay. The only thing that's left is the holes. All right, I'm gonna use the hole tool. So I'm gonna use hole. And it is a counterbore. Okay. This is what a counterbore looks like. Okay. If it was a countersink, it would look like a V going down in there. But it gives us dimensions here, 0.75, 0.375. All right. You can choose the points. And you can see the holes start forming. But counterbore, we don't want it drilled. It's just a clearance. Okay. It's a 0.375. So which is 3/8. Okay. 0.375. Okay, this here tells us termination for this is blind. Okay, diameter is 0.75 here. All right, it tells us it's 0.3 deep. Okay, and then you could just go through all here because that's what it does. Okay, and then it puts those 3 in for us. Okay, and then there we have it. That part is pretty much done. Okay, don't follow this video exactly because I did not use the correct measurements. Okay, make sure you can follow the video, but make sure you use the measurements from the worksheet. Okay, so that is that part. Okay, so you make sure you give your instructor a share link to that file, put it in your portfolio, and that should be it. Now you can go ahead and work on problem 1 on your own. Okay, and put in the correct dimensions for problem 2. Okay, so smash that like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, let your instructor know. All right, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.